Hi everyone, Grace Bwogi once again from Bwogi Farms. If you are new to our channel, please don't forget to subscribe and also please leave us a comment. We shall definitely respond back. We are all here to learn from each other. We always read your feedback and it is always helpful. We are learning from each other. Today, I want to give you a follow-up of what transpired at the farm and how we went about what befell us at the farm when we had a drug overdose.
When I came here, I found goats dying. Because Madam called me and she told me that goats were subjected to overdose. The reason why they were administering that drug, for them, they wanted to control at water, whereby in a real sense, that drug does not control at water. So, in our absence, the manager never took the responsibility to get to know to why he was supposed to give that drug to the goats. So he never minded to read the prescription on the drug. So they ended up giving goats overdose. If you look at the imizo, it's a strong drug. When you are administering imizo, when you look at it at its dosage, it is they recommend 2.5 mils to 100 kgs live body weight. So, to me, I think when they were administering, they never read the instruction. Because you see some of the animals, they got a problem of sloth. Others, they started diureting blood. Others, they became anemic. When you overdose an animal, the drug you've used, it stresses the animals in a way that the drug damages the important organs in the body, like kidneys, liver, the heart, and others. So, when you look at these animals which were overdosed, some of them, they were salivating, others they had mucus, others they had the labored breathing. So, after getting all that, we are unable to save some of them.
We tried out a number of interventions and most of the interventions were completely failing. We continued to lose more goats. And this is when I thought about sharing my challenge on social media. After sharing my challenge on social media, a number of farmers came out. They gave solutions, they advised, they consoled me. And at around 2 a.m., a farmer friend called me from Luwero district. He called me very late at night and told me I experienced the same challenge a year back, and this is the same symptoms as you described that were happening, the signs that were happening. That is the same thing that was happening at his farm a year back. And he told me, how about if you try a certain drug among the human medicines? And I told him I'm willing to do anything to save my goats. And at around 2:30 a.m. in the middle of the night, I drove off to the nearby trading center. I woke up a few health officials and they gave me a few doses of what they had. And I came back, I woke up my guys at the farm. We administered those doses to the few goats, to around 20 goats.
I given multivitamin to boost the body immune And I use the drug. It is used in human pharmacies, or it is used to treat human. I wanted to clear the sloth problem in the goats. I administered it through intravenous. I passed the drug in the vein. It's called the jugular vein. It's found in the neck region of the animal. It is 1 meal per animal.
In the morning, when we woke up in the morning, we started seeing tremendous change. The goats were not urinating. They started passing out urine. And some of those that were seated, that were not breathing so well, they started moving about. And it was a big relief to a farmer like me, and also my workers, that even when I woke them up in the middle of the night, none hesitated, because they equally wanted to have a solution for the goats, because it was really devastating for them. So after administering this drug, of course we used a vet. There's a vet who came from another district, and he has camped here at the farm for several days, helped us administer the drug in the vein, and we started seeing that miraculous change. And so far, so good. And all the goats have been taken to graze. And we have also been advised that those that are still weak, we keep them standing, that they don't rest so much. Because when they rest down, because they are facing some failures in the organs, they may suffocate. So we keep them standing. We have instructed the guys to help them stand up, so that they can also be able to release some of that excess water in the organs, because we realized from the swellings, after the vet examined one goat, he told us the goats were experimenting organ failure because there was too much water accumulating in their organs. I was not afraid to share what is affecting me at the farm, because I know I'm not the first farmer to face this, and I'm not the last one to face this. But it also gives hope, and also somebody learns from my own experience, that in case they are faced with the same challenges, they have somewhere to look for a solution. In this scenario of 5 days, always in every bad situation, bad and good, always have lessons to learn, so that they can keep you going in your farming journey as a farmer. One of the lessons I've learned today is always consult professional veterinary officials in your areas of jurisdictions, and also avoid doing these things on your own, especially administering drugs on your own. It's not good. It has costed me, much as I thought I'd employed somebody who was relatively qualified to administer drug, but he missed reading the instructions on the leaflet of that drug. So dear farmers, don't cut shortcuts. Shortcuts will cost you. Always use qualified veterinary officials to dispense most of these drugs. Or especially if you are starting, invite a qualified veterinary official to come to your farm and teach a few basics. There are some drugs actually that when you mix with another drug, they don't work. So all these are known by the vets themselves. Please invite them to assist you in case you're having any challenge.
What I will encourage farmers to do, and vets, before you administer a drug, first know the reason to why you're administering the drug. 2, read the instruction very well, carefully. After knowing all that, then supervise the treatment.
From the interactions I've had with farmers, I belong to so many WhatsApp groups of farmers. I'm always willing to share whatever I'm facing at the farm openly. I'm not afraid of anything. And usually farmers come out and they mention what has come out in this time, that farmers or even the qualified personnel we bring at the farm they don't read the prescription on those bottles. They forget to read the leaflets. This is really, really bad. It's going to cost us as a nation. It's going to create a lot of drug resistance in our hands. So please, adherence to what the bottle says on the prescription, please adhere to it. Don't think of something else. And also something I've also observed among our farmers, they think, for example, if a drug is manufactured like in Jordan and it's brought to Uganda, they assume that drug was specifically meant for Jordan, and they assume that in Jordan, the infections there, they made that drug for are not as severe as those that are in Uganda. For example, if they mention you give 1 meal of that drug, every goat that has 10 kilos. So basically, if a goat has 30 kilos, you're supposed to give three meals. But what farmers usually do, because they want faster results, they usually give twice or thrice the meals because they want to have faster results. Dear farmers, this is very bad. It is deadly.
There is no reason to why you hand over the responsibility of administering the drug to, let me call them, to workers, to farm workers, lay farmers. For us we call quackers. You as a vet or a manager, because most of the farm managers, they are vets. They have that skill of vet. You yourself administer the drug, because for you, you have the knowledge to know that this animal weighs this kgs. Now I'm supposed to administer such and such amount of drug into this animal. Then the work, because for him, what the work will do, he will just administer. Since for him, we want to know how to inject, to pierce the animal's body, and he deposits the drug inside, and he goes. He will not mind about the economic value of the animal. For him, he will just administer, and he goes on.
You are not only bringing resistance to your herds, but also you are creating drug resistance among the humans that will eat the products of your farm, especially the milk and the meat. Please stop it. Use the qualified drug, qualified veterinary officials in dispensing these drugs. Dear farmers, when you are employing these qualified veterinary officials, please look out for their qualifications and what they specialized in. Most of them may come with a veterinary certificate, but some of them are qualified in other areas. For example, one may have qualification in treating dogs. Another may have his abilities, experience in treating cows. So when you bring somebody who has treated cows and you bring him to manage your farm of goats, they equally think that what they prescribed, the dosage they give in the cows is the same dosage that they are going to give to the goats. Because this is what I suspect could have happened at my farm. They administered the drug very well, but the dosage, I have a feeling, because I was away, I have a feeling the dosage was too high for a small goat or a goat of 50 to 80 kilos. Farmers, yeah, I mentioned I panicked myself, but I wouldn't advise you to go through the same. Ensure that if you have brought a team of veterinary officials to work around the clock, please relax. Every time you panic, even the workers panic. It brings a lot of distress at the farm. Just stay focused. Listen to whatever they are telling you. Do not mix several drugs to avert a crisis, because you're adding a crisis on another. So just stay calm. If it means taking some dawa tea, please take it. If it means taking some lemon tea, rosemary, please take it. Relax at the farm and grow some herbs for that relaxation as well. What I observed at the farm, the workers were equally overwhelmed. Actually, my manager tendered in his resignation. He could not hold it any longer. And I tried to woo him to stay, at least for a week, to observe what was happening. I was not blaming him. Mistakes always happen. It is human to make mistakes. But he chose to leave, and I let him go. But please, when this happens, some of you come out with very weird some of you come out with very bad some of you react negatively towards this. Some of you reprimand the workers, others you beat them up, you deny them a salary. Some of these things, unless it has been recurring, but if it is once in a while, please forgive and let go, and also help them learn from their mistakes, like how I'm going to ensure that I share this learning experience with my manager who left because he was afraid of what would happen. What I also realized, most of you die in silence. You don't share what challenges you. You only share the good part of farming. No, farming is not always it's not always a straight line. There is always where I will go down. And these 5 days, the past 5 days, have been those bad days at our farm. And we are not afraid to share them. We shared on TikTok, we shared on Facebook. We are now sharing on YouTube. What does it help? When we share out, you get so many people giving you solutions, advising you, making you strong. It is after I shared that one of my farmer friends came out. He called me, imagine, at 2 a.m. with a solution. And that is where the magic came from. Please don't fear to share challenges when you are facing them at your farm, because you never know where the solution is going to come from.
Yeah, I think I have controlled the condition, because at my first time to come here, goats were dying in large numbers. But for now, the number at this side, it has reduced at least to 1%. I'm sure I will be able to control the death.
Every day is a learning experience for me as a person. I keep learning, and this has been a learning experience for me as well, because I've never experienced something like this. And I pray in case in the future it happens, or in case somebody else faces the same challenge at their farms, they can always refer to my video for a solution. And we are hoping for the better. And whatever happens, we shall always have a solution. Never give up in farming. Farming is our gold mine. Don't give up.